I want you to think of something that an emotion either makes it much more challenging for you to do or stops you from doing. And doing might be doing, thinking, feeling, or believing.
Okay.
Have you got something?
Uh, can you repeat that again?
Find a situation or a context where an emotion either slows you down, an emotion gets in your way from having an experience. The experience might involve doing something, thinking something, feeling something, believing something, but there's an emotion that gets in the way. It might just make it a lot harder, or it might make it impossible. So can you come up with a something where that's the case?
Yeah. Um,
Okay. And just like 3 or 4 words so we get the general concept of what it's about. I don't want to go into the detail.
Details. Right. It's kind of easy. Argumentative when I don't need to be.
Okay. Okay. Great. So what I'd like you to do is to step into the emotion that you feel. So, oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, so just so we understand, what is it that you're wanting to do? Are you wanting
Uh,
to be argumentative, or is being argumentative a result of the emotion that's getting in your way?
that second part.
Okay, okay. And what is it that you want to be doing instead?
Uh, I want to be able to keep a focus in the conversation. How can I say it in simple words? Um,
Like stay engaged?
well, I'm definitely engaged when I'm being argumentative.
Well, that's
Um,
true. I guess that's true. Be supportive.
I try to be seeing both sides of the view, but sometimes it's just one hot topic on something, and it's
Uh,
like a button's being pushed, and I
got,
can't stop myself.
got it. Okay.
And yeah,
Okay. Great. Can you feel the emotion that gets in the way?
uh, oh yeah. Um,
Okay. So just bring that emotion up. Step into it.
oh shoot.
Okay. And now where is that emotion strongest in your body? Now, if it's really strong, you don't have to step into it full strength.
Right. Okay.
So
It's definitely like two step. It's a knot in my belly, of course, actually in kind of the same spot. But then it feels like this overwhelming anxiety that just goes right over my scalp and my top of my head, just goes with it.
okay, okay. Tell me more about what the thing on your head, what are the sensations involved?
It's definitely hot. It's
Okay.
definitely anxiety.
Okay.
And
Well, anxiety is a label. I'm just interested in the sensations that you feel.
right. Um, definitely hot, definitely tingling, uh, definitely um, sometimes it can be painful. I know it definitely affects my neck for sure.
Okay. Okay. So it's
And think
hot, it's tingly. Um, how would you describe the size of it? The sensations in your head?
pretty big.
Pretty big, like bigger than your head?
It feels like a avalanche mountain type thing, like
Ah,
a rolling, like a snowball effect, kind of going down a mountain
okay.
and turns into
Okay.
an avalanche.
Okay. Okay. And how would you describe the size?
It's it's pretty massive,
So
but
it extends beyond your actual head.
yeah, very
Okay.
much so.
Okay. Okay.
And it's like I feel like I'm trying really hard to push it back up when it goes off. So,
Okay. Um, is this, does this have weight? Is it heavy?
oh yeah,
It's like pushing you around.
yep.
Okay. Okay. And the sensation, the knot sensation in your belly, if that had a color, what color would it be?
Uh, it's definitely like fire red and dark green. Yeah.
Okay. And how big is the knot?
Uh, literally on my belly, it's at the
Okay.
same,
About the
kind of
size of
like
a
that.
volleyball,
Yeah.
cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, is it got temperature?
Uh, yeah. On the belly, strangely, it's kind of like it's ice cold, but the one on my head is like pure fire.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. The ice cold one is fiery red.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, I
That's
don't either. I don't either. We make up our brains make up all sorts of curious things, but we'll play with them. Um, from the way you've been talking, it sounds like the sensations around your head are the more intense ones. Is that the case? Okay. Okay.
it's like a trigger. It's like it's like whatever it is that hits that button, it shoots straight down to my belly, and then it pops right back up and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Ah, okay. Okay. Um, so the power of the sensations in your head are what stops you, but the way it gets going is from that knot.
Yeah,
All right. So let's, I think we're ready to play a little bit with this. You okay with that?
yeah, yes.
Okay. Um, let's start with some conventional stuff. Take that fiery red color of the knot in your belly and change it to a gentle pastel pink, something like the color of that stuffed toy behind you.
Okay.
And are you able to change the color?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the impact to the emotion when you change the color? What changes about the emotion?
Uh, it's like it's like it's like it's hard to describe. It's like I'm tuning a frequency,
Uh-huh.
and the colors change. Uh, it does get lighter when I
Okay.
try to change it to pink. I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
Uh, but also it's like I hear the woo 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 monk type chime get a little bit stronger.
Oh. Oh, so the sound gets stronger when it becomes pink. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, let's explore a different tack. What happens if you shrink it to instead of the size of a cantaloupe, shrink it to, oh, I don't know, the size of a marble?
Okay.
That's right.
It 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 definitely helps.
Okay.
So the weight is a little bit less,
All right.
but it's like really hard to make it go smaller. Like I can get it down to maybe a softball size compared to a cantaloupe size.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's what happens if you move it lower in your belly?
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. It it gets less.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I hear the playground sound a little bit louder.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it gets a little bit less and you hear the playground sound more clearly, what does that do to the emotion?
It's hard to describe. It's like it's combative, but it's I don't know. Trying to think of the emotion term.
All right.
Uh,
Just talk around it. Because the first version we had, it went down to that, it came into being and then immediately shot up and started this avalanche around your head.
right.
So what happens now with this lower in your belly?
It's like it doesn't want to go down, but at the same time, I don't know. I kind of get like a visual kind of memory kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a playground.
Okay.
And
Something to do with a playground. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So try moving it. This is in the center line right now.
yeah, yeah.
Move it to your left side.
Okay.
And notice what changes.
It's a weird pain, but
Oh,
it's not like but it's like more of a memory than like a pain.
okay. Okay. Move it further to the left.
Okay. Becomes a stronger knot, and uh, I remember being next to my baby cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Move it even further to the, in fact, move it so far to the left that it's actually at least partly outside of your body, perhaps even completely outside of your body.
Hmm. That's interesting.
And tell me about what happened, what you experienced.
Uh, it was kind of like letting it go,
Yeah.
and then I rem I remember getting punched there actually.
Oh,
Uh, I think it was my cousin, and we were on the playground.
yeah.
I think it's the one that I've dreamt of and my mom told me about. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So there was a playground. Was it your cousin who punched you? Or
No,
don't you
I
even
was
know?
I was protecting her.
Ah, okay. You were protecting her and got punched.
Yeah, she was about to get punched, and I got in the way of it uh, because something to do with They were playground bullies, I think. I think we were like age 3,
Ah,
age 4.
okay, quite little.
Yeah,
All right.
and I was trying to protect her.
Okay. Now, I want you to think now of the situation that, or a situation that starts this overly argumentative thing. Think of the same one you thought of before to get into the emotion. And tell me what happens now.
Okay. Okay.
First, in
There's
terms of
a,
sensations.
I don't know if you consider that sensation. There's anger, frustration. There's a knot on fire. Worried.
Okay. Now, all
It
of
was
this,
tense, tense.
yeah, all of those things are, except for the knot,
Yeah.
are conclusions. They're intellectual conclusions in our mind.
Okay.
What I'd like you to describe are the sensations that you experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah. Just focus on your body.
It's like a ball,
Okay.
and it's just doing these wiggly things that are very violent
Okay.
off of the center of it.
Okay. Is it hot?
Yeah.
What color is it?
It's definitely red.
Okay. So this one's hot and it's red.
Mhm.
Okay. And is there that thing that shoots back up and triggers the avalanche? So that still
Yeah.
happens. Okay. Okay. Now, bring that up again and immediately move it to the left outside of your body.
Okay. Can you repeat it one more time?
Okay. Think of the situation that now that triggers this or that initiates this trigger of excessively argumentative. And when you think of that and you feel that ball feeling in your belly, immediately move it to the left, just outside of your body.
It feels much better, but it's a conflict. It's like a conflict.
Okay. Tell me about
Like the ball um, is now cooled off, but it's like it's still attached wanting to be on fire.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's do something even more with it. In a moment, bring it up again. And this time, instead of just sending it just outside of your body, send it, let's see, send it to South Carolina.
Send it to Kindle. I'm kidding.
Nearby, but the next state over.
Yeah. Okay. It's like it is much better, but it's like it's just tethering.
It's tethery,
Yeah, like
like it's still attached.
yeah, like yeah, like this
Okay.
right here is like it is, but it's just like a thin line that just connects it right to it still, no matter how far I pushed it.
Okay. Okay. So let's do it one more time. And here are the instructions. The instant you become aware of that ball, send it off to South Carolina and take a magic scissors and snip that line.
It's like a nice humming sound.
So what happened when you snipped that line?
Well, the playground noise, all that stuff just kind of this starts to dissipate, and then I get this nice calming humming.
Oh, okay. So there's no jumping up and starting an avalanche around your head or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we've done now, so the first time you brought this up, it was pretty strong, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On a SUD scale from 0, which is sensation. What sensation? I don't feel any sensation.
Yeah.
To 10, which is, oh my God, I can't handle this.
Right.
Where would you put the original sensation?
Definitely at 10
Okay.
originally. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And when you sent it to South Carolina and snipped the line, what is it at?
It this hovers on 1.
On a 1. Okay. And at a 1, is it useful for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Tell me about how it's useful.
Well, 'cause like when I did that, I was able to like think easier and clearer and tell you that. Whereas the other one was just a lot of noise and pain
Okay. Okay.
and
What
colors. So
got it. Got it. So you were able to actually process and figure things out.
yeah,
You had control of your resources. So
yeah, much better.
um so in what way is this useful now out of one?
Well, like I can think of the memory.
Right.
Uh, I can't remember exactly what caused it all. I think it was just because communication, because I spoke Mandarin. I didn't speak
Hmm.
English, and we were in America in
Oh,
a playground in LA.
oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
So,
4-year-olds are not known to be the most emotionally resourceful stages of human development. Right. Okay. Okay. Um, let's do one more experiment here with this.
mhm,
Um, I want you in a moment, not yet.
yeah,
Bring this up, and this time instead of sending it to South Carolina, I want you to send it right into the center of the sun where nothing can survive.
right.
And let's find out what happens if you do that. I want to find out
Okay.
if this is more useful for you or less. Okay, so go ahead and do it that way this time.
It does help. Um, and thought came to my mind doing that. I mean, the avalanche is gone. Uh, but it's more like a clarity of what it was.
Okay, okay. So now if a situation arises again when you're interacting with another person, where in the past you would have just suddenly become overly argumentative, um, what's going to happen now?
I'm assuming clarity.
Okay, okay. What I'd like you to do is now in a moment when I say go, take bring up that situation as soon as you feel that ball in your belly, send it off to the center of the sun, and then
Okay.
take a deep breath or two and relax and let go of it. Let go of the situation. Smile or think of a funny, silly joke, anything. Then repeat that. Repeat the process. Or bring it up, send it off to the sun, come out of it, and do that 5 times.
Okay. Huh. This is so weird.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So that was a fairly powerful experience. Can you share a little bit of what happened?
Yeah. Eh, it's like it's like my own subconscious says I don't need it, that it needs to hold on to those things, that it's still trying to protect me like
Ah,
last time,
okay.
because I got hurt so much in my life, but I send them off, but there's just dozens upon dozens just pops up at one after the other.
Uh-huh.
Like even to my best friend when I got an argumentative thing and I tossed that into the sun, snipped it, and then more of them popped up and I just tossed them. And then I got to my great grandmother who influenced a lot of my life. And I was very argumentative with her, but it ended up being a learned behavior from her because she had a hard time too in her life.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Now, each incident, when you brought up that sensation and whisked it off into the sun, did the emotion go away?
Yeah,
Your mind may have said, oh, and there's another one, and it started to come back and you wished it off into the sun. But each time you whisked it off into the sun, it went, I'm guessing, to zero. Is that right?
yeah. It went to zero and then it just popped up another one. But that weird avalanche feeling is actually was getting less and less and less and less.
Okay. Okay.
And
Now,
I think I know what it is.
okay.
I think it's communication was my frustration.
Ah, that you couldn't communicate.
Yeah,
And the avalanche was kind of
just
overwhelmed and frustration at not being able to communicate.
right.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So I've taken you through a process that's intended to show you that even for powerful emotions like this, you do have control.